What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, getting down fresh out. You know how we do it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the channel. Man, we really turn it up a notch by having our military on the channel and supporting America, America first. And I have my man here. Bryan, introduce yourself to our audience, man.
Hey, Bryan Buckley, served in the military for 9 years in the Marine Corps, was in the infantry, reconnaissance, and special operations world, and now I have a nonprofit called Battle Brothers Foundation, where we help out veterans just go live the American dream they fought to defend, and have a cannabis brand called Helman Valley Growers Company, where we donate 100% of our profits back to Battle Brothers Foundation.
And I say it again, and I said it before, that all the retired military that have served in combat or just served in general should be a millionaire, especially with the amount of money they send to all the foreign interest. Take care of our people here. They're sacrificing their lives, and they deserve more. Bryan, so what you have going on now, I think that's a blessing to those who have served, and how you're utilizing the cannabis industry to kind of help these veterans. Can you go into a little bit more detail to kind of explain to people out there who maybe aren't familiar with your brand and what you have going on so that they can get a little insight?
Yeah, no, it's great. So I originally in 2016 started Battle Brothers Foundation, and it really kind of came from, I transitioned out in 2013 and was kind of like, I checked out, tumbleweed went by me, I get in my car and drive off, and that's the end of my military career. It's over. And there were a lot of great nonprofits that are working for active duty forces, which I totally get, but it didn't seem like there was a lot of support for our veterans. So I wanted to kind of grab the bull by the horns and take the initiative on myself. So I formed Battle Brothers Foundation, which is a 501c3. And we do things for personal, medical, and economic. So personal, we kind of help you as you're transitioning out with a big brother, big sister network. Medical, will do things with VA disability claims, get veterans into treatment centers if they're suffering from alcohol, opiates, post-traumatic stress, all the above. And then on the economic side, help them find a job, but something that they want to do, that they have that same sense of purpose like they did while they served in the military. And really during the same time, my body was still at war with itself. I kind of talked about how I was shot up and just had shrapnel throughout my body, and I just could not sleep, and headaches and all that stuff. And I was introduced to cannabis. And it worked, and it was the first night I was ever getting a full night of sleep, and I kept using it, and it kept working. So I said, I'm like, I can go down to the VA, 100% disabled, I can get 15 pills like that. Why is this plant doing everything I need to do, and I can't get prescribed it? So I went to Congress, and I asked some members, and I said, what do you guys need to get this into the VA? And they said, if you can go get data and go get American doctors, you're going to have a good argument. So I partnered with a firm out of Israel called Niamedic Healthcare and Research Services, who've been doing cannabis research for a couple decades now. And they told me, for anyone to take this serious, you're going to need to get this thing called an institutional review board, which falls under the FDA. And what that means is you've been cleared by a panel of doctors to conduct human trials, meaning you can put whatever you're studying into a human being. And he's like, it is really difficult. You're scheduled one drug. It's going to be very expensive. Figure it out. And during that time, this idea came from a Paul Newman salad dressing bottle where it said 100% of profits to charity. And we started to think, what if we made an adult use brand here in California for cannabis that we just took 100% of the profits and put it back to Battle Brothers to fund that medical cannabis research? Not only could we, do some good with our cannabis, but we can also kind of get the word out about what we're doing. And we came up with the idea of Helman Valley Growers Company. And where that comes from is from the Marine Raiders. And if you're a Raider and you served in the Helmand province, you became part of the Helmand Valley Gun Club, and you get an HVGC tattoo. And literally threw HVGC up on the wall. Helmand Valley Growers Company came real quick, went and talked to the Raiders, and I said, if you guys aren't cool with this, I'll find a different name, we'll do something different. And they're like, not only are we cool, can we get a job with you when we get out? And I'm like, well, that's kind of what we want to do, is having veterans making medicine for veterans. And with our first $50,000 of profits, that's what I had put forward to develop a study design. Went in front of the IRB. A lot of back and forth about DEA licenses and NIDA programs and all that. I'm not working with the government on their cannabis. I want to use our own cannabis so we can get the appropriate tender loving care that it deserves. And we were approved for it, which was a big deal. We were one of the first private companies to get that. Usually IRBs are saved for medical groups or universities. And then with that, we were able to bring the University of California, Irvine on top to be our principal investigators. So you have Israeli doctors working with U.S. veterans and American doctors validating everything. Once we get this first research funded, the outcome will be we'll have a treatment protocol and a formulation. We would move it into probably another state, work with their VA program, do a quick 50 veteran study to prove it's repeatable and accessible, having the same results. Then I've gone as far as I can go. I've been at Capitol Hill more times than I like to be. I'm working with both Dems and Republicans. They're all on the same team. But they'll give us a platform where I can raise my right hand saying, there's your data, there's your American doctors. Can we proceed with FDA double blinds with the end state of getting our medical program into the VA, making medical cannabis federally legal, and veterans, not just veterans, but all patients can be prescribed cannabis. It's a big push uphill to get this done. I know there's people in Congress actively working against us due to the pharmaceutical world, but we just think that this will change the whole medical landscape of our country for the better, and that's why I'm so passionate, and I haven't taken one single cent from this company ever since I started, because that's how much I believe in this important mission.
Wow, man, that's big, man, and I can only imagine, like you said, because these guys are, they're eating off of this whole pharmacy game, and for what you're talking about doing, it's going to be so much more helpful for the long term, and making sure these veterans come back and they're dealing with their situation, that they're getting the proper care, because people, dude, I seen something the other day and I just couldn't believe it. They had a veteran and they basically moved him out of a facility to put a refugee in there from another, somebody who came across the border illegally, and it just disgusts me, man. It's disgusting how they treat people who've sacrificed their life or who believe in the American value system, man. And I think what you're doing, bro, it's game changing. And we're gonna have all your information and the links, but anything that you do that you feel like we can be a voice over here on Fresh Out, we're down, bro. We got your back. So
no, I love that. Appreciate it. I love being here. Like I said, if you got any dispensary owners who might want to carry our product, that helps. I mean,
Okay.
again, we just take all the profits and we push it back there. And a nice byproduct is our packaging all has our Battle Brother information on it, so you kind of see what we're doing for veterans. And hopefully we get some support that way, because I always laughed at those commercials, like with nonprofits, like every cent counts. But I'm like, fucking run one. Every cent counts, man. Like you really need that. So it's just been an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys and just being on a very real conversation with people. And I think we need more of it. So I commend you for doing what you're doing.
I appreciate it, man. You guys know what to do, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and follow the channel, support this guy, support our military, and hey, let's go America. Big Herc 916. You tired of smelling like stanky butt, funky armpits? Wash your ass. Go to FreshOutSeries.com and pick you up a bar of soap.